Welcome to this week's show of Soka Xtra. Tonight we have lined up for you the FIFA Interactive World Cup qualifiers in Tahiti and Papua New Guinea. Then we check out the scoreboards from the National Soccer League of both the men's and the women's. And to end the program, we have a story of the Just Play program of PNG Football Association. But for now, let's head over straight to Tahiti, where we see the highlights of the FIFA International World Cup Oceania qualifiers.
C'est un tournoi avec des bons joueurs, il y en avait beaucoup de bons joueurs et chacun pouvait gagner en fait. Il fallait avoir un petit grain de chance à chaque fois.
Beaucoup de pression, vraiment. Franchement, déjà, je m'attendais pas à arriver jusqu'en finale. Je perds 2-0 à la mi-temps. Très chaud, très bon niveau de mon adversaire. Donc ouais. Jusqu'à la fin, ça a été rude.
Je menais 2-0 et j'ai raté beaucoup d'occasions de faire le break. Et il est revenu et j'ai fait beaucoup d'erreurs aussi.
Très bien, très surpris d'être arrivé à ce niveau-là. Et voilà, belle découverte pour le jeu, pour moi, entre hier et aujourd'hui. Bon tournoi.
Due to flight disruptions over the past week, the NSL competition has been postponed till further notice. However, we did have the FIFA Interactive World Cup competition here in PNG in Port Moresby at the Vision City Mall on Sunday. Let's have a look at how the game went and what the results of the day was.
PNG had its share of the FIFA 12 Challenge at the Vision City Mall on Sunday. The competition kicked off with 32 players with 8 pools of 4, then eliminated down to 16 players with points collected from the wins and the draws for the top 2 only to go into the next stage. Winners of each round went on to the next stage, of which was then cut down to 8, then semi, and finally the grand final.
That kind of way attracts all levels of people, from adults to grassroots to young boys, even 10 years old, 12 years old. I think it's a fantastic idea that FIFA has done.
Eastern Stars franchise owner Joseph Eladona's young son Joseph was the youngest of the top players to enter the quarterfinals. Little Jojo, only 8 years old, fought hard but lost to his opponent Victor in the penalty shootout. With supporters and fans giving support from behind the two finalists, Julian and Stefan battled it out, but Julian from the England side was too smart with his fingers and brought his opponent Manchester City, controlled by Steven, down in the final whistle by 2-1.
I thought it was pretty average, but I don't know, I managed to scrape my way. One goal was enough to get me through most of the games. So I'm just, I guess I'm pretty lucky, God's blessing that I managed to make it.
Julian was announced the winner of the competition after full-time receiving a prize from the PNGFA Vice President, Mr. John Capinato. He will now represent PNG in the next stage of the competition to be played in Auckland, New Zealand next month.
As we head into the next round of the Telecom National Soccer League and the Oxen Palm Women's National Soccer League, let's see where your team is on the scoreboard and the draws for next week. An initiative of the Oceania Football Confederation in partnership with AusAid, the Just Play program has been successful in its first year of running in PNG Football Association. Let's see the story with David Keseng.
PNG will soon have our up-and-coming Soka Xtras to replace the outgoing PNG reps in the years to come. That will be through one of the elite programs, a Just Play program introduced in schools in Port Moresby. In 2011, PNGFA's technical department launched the program with the help of a small number of volunteers to kick off the program.
This program is all about, using football as a tool, but it's really the focus is on the social issues that we need to address and go and assist the schools using football as a tool.
The program covered 10 pilot schools in its first 6 weeks. It has extended to include 9 more schools, totaling up to 19 in its first year of establishment. Volunteer teachers from schools participate in a small workshop where they are trained on how to run a program in their respective schools.
Just being here made me want to, have that interest in leading out little children to mostly like have fun and at the same time, address some health issues that children go through, everyday life, and so that the earlier we train them, we teach them, the more, as they grow with those information.
With the help of the teachers, the Just Play team visit different schools daily, going through a 1-hour sessions or small-sided games and drills with the children from ages 6 to 12. The program is now looking at rolling out to other centers in the likes of Kimbe, Ley and Goroka this year after successfully reaching its target in the capital city. Papua New Guinea is recognizing the work of the code through its elite programs, and OFC's Just Play program is becoming popular in communities and primary schools in Port Moresby.
I hope you've enjoyed this week's show of Soka Xtra. For more information on stories and activities of PNG Football Association, log on to www.pngfootball.com.pg. We'll see you next week, same time on MTV.